Every harvest season, the Midianites would invade like swarms of locusts. They stole crops, slaughtered livestock, and left the land empty. Families abandoned their homes and hid inside caves and mountain strongholds just to survive. The nation cried out to God for help. Far from the battlefield, a young man named Gideon secretly threshed wheat inside a winepress, hoping no Midianite would discover him. He wasn't training for war. He wasn't leading an army. He was simply trying to save enough food for his family. Suddenly, the angel of the Lord appeared. "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." Gideon looked around in disbelief. "Mighty warrior? Me? If the Lord is with us, why has all this happened? Where are the miracles our ancestors told us about?" God answered, "Go in the strength you have. I am sending you." Gideon lowered his head. "My clan is the weakest in Manasseh, and I am the least in my family." But God replied, "I will be with you, and you will strike the Midianites as though they were one man." Still uncertain, Gideon asked for proof. Fire suddenly burst from a rock, consuming the offering Gideon had prepared. The angel disappeared. Gideon realized he had been standing in the presence of God. That night, God gave Gideon his first assignment, not to fight Midian, to confront the idolatry in his own town. Under the cover of darkness, Gideon tore down his father's altar to Baal and cut down the Asherah pole beside it. In their place, he built an altar to the Lord and offered a sacrifice. The next morning, the town erupted in anger. Who destroyed Baal's altar? When they discovered it was Gideon, they demanded his death. But Gideon's father answered, "If Baal is really a god, let him defend himself." The crowd fell silent. Soon the Midianite army crossed the Jordan River once again. This time, Gideon was different. The Spirit of the Lord came upon him. He sounded a trumpet, and thousands of Israelites gathered to follow him. Even then, Gideon sought reassurance. He placed a fleece of wool on the ground and asked God for a sign. God answered exactly as Gideon requested twice, confirming his promise. 32,000 men answered Gideon's call. God said, "There are too many." One by one, the army was reduced, first to 10,000, then to only 300. From a human perspective, victory was impossible. But God wanted Israel to know that the coming victory would belong to him alone. Before the battle, Gideon quietly entered the enemy camp. He overheard a Midianite soldier telling his friend about a dream. "A loaf of barley bread rolled into our camp and knocked down a tent." The other soldier replied, "That can only mean Gideon. God has handed Midian over to him." Hearing this, Gideon fell to the ground and worshipped. His fear gave way to faith. Instead of swords, Gideon's 300 men carried trumpets, empty jars, and torches hidden inside them. At Gideon's signal, they surrounded the enemy camp. They smashed the jars. The torches blazed into the darkness. Trumpets echoed through the valley. They shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon." Confusion swept through the Midianite camp. Believing they were surrounded by a massive army, the Midianites turned their swords against one another before fleeing in panic. Israel won without relying on military strength. The Israelites wanted Gideon to become their king, but Gideon refused. "I will not rule over you, nor will my son. The Lord will rule over you." He understood that the victory belonged to God. Ending, Gideon began as a frightened man hiding in a winepress. Subscribe for more.